Hi, I'm the lipstick lesbian who's here to promote my lesbian agenda through the power of erotic dancing. Yvonne deculo. Thank you.
I don't even try to think of things to say.
Why do you try?
And I'm her butch lesbian girlfriend.
Kim, are you Kim?
I'm Kim, her butch lesbian girlfriend. jgluum, that's me.
You're Kim from now on.
I'm Kim from now on.
Kim from now on. Kim from now on.
Please welcome to the stage,
Kim from now on. Everyone's like. So this is the top 5. Nina Bonina Brown is gone. We have moved into the gayest ball ever.
A ball.
A ball.
All the balls in my life are gay, honey.
3 categories. We have rainbow, we have a unicorn look, and then we have a homemade look based off of the village people. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
That was what I always grew up hearing from everybody in my school because I went to a closeted Christian campus.
Huzzah.
And everyone was like, why are you gay? That was everybody's thing.
I mean, they weren't wrong.
I mean, they wouldn't say it to me. They would say it to other people. I think it was quite a shock to most people in my hometown that I was gay. I think my favorite part of this entire episode was when Ru had his little Trump faux pas that he made, and he was like, did I just fucking say Trump? That was my favorite. Oh,
good.
So funny. Ru looked fantastic on the runway. So good. You know, I was really, really excited for this bowl. I was really excited because it's such a fun experiment on like what people are gonna pull out for like gayness. Or prolapse buttholes?
Always.
Always from the prolapse buttholes.
Rosebuds.
Unicorn is the one that really got me. Like, I don't know if I would associate unicorns with being gay.
I mean,
obviously there's the rainbow thing.
At this point, I just associate unicorns with like hipsters.
Yeah, I don't know if I really
TBQH.
associate that with being gay. I wish there had been some type of executive realness in this, you know?
Yeah.
I wish that had been a category. I've been missing that the last couple seasons. We haven't had an executive realness in the bowls.
I mean, the executive realness, like, it's a very specific look, and it only really works, like, for certain things, I feel like.
Sure.
So. Rainbow. Do you remember Rainbow Bright?
No.
Rainbow Bright, see the shining light.
The little plug things?
No.
Oh.
No, the iconic.
That was Light Bright.
Light Bright. Rainbow Bright, the iconic rainbow-powered heroine of the hit 80s, 90s show, Rainbow Bright.
Do you think my conservative Christian, very butch parents would allow me to watch anything that included rainbow?
Rainbow Bright, see the shining light.
No. Who do you think was the most successful in this challenge, and who do you think was the least successful in the rainbow category?
Sasha's was my favorite.
In the rainbow category? Girl, I was so disappointed with that rainbow. It was not even rainbows, it was primaries, and then she had a pop of green in the gloves.
I thought it was really cool though. The color blocking was really intelligent. And then I liked, you know, she lifted up the hat and then she had the little Dorothy's house with the rainbow coming out of it.
I mean, sure, but
I thought that was so cute.
It was so... What is that art piece where it's like the block of
Modernism?
Yellow? Yeah. That's what I got.
It was like a modernist painting of a rainbow, and that's what
I didn't get rainbow.
But that's what I dug about it. And then Alexis's was just so tacky, just because it was quite literally just rainbows. And it was rainbow stripes with leopard rainbow, and her makeup was beautiful.
It was like really cheap fabric too.
It didn't look expensive.
It was like Lisa Frank. Is that the one that had the coloring books? Whatever.
It was Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah. Like the most successful for me was honestly Trinity's, because I loved the black bodysuit, how it was like totally color blocked, and then you had all those stripes of rainbow, and it didn't overtly scream tacky to me. It seemed like something you'd see in a parade.
It was gorgeous. Like, it would be my favorite because I did have a very visceral reaction to it, but my problem with it is, just what the judges said, it wasn't ball.
I totally got wool.
How was that ball? It was not.
You could vote in that.
Okay, but it was not. It was not a ball. It was not becoming of a ball. It was becoming of Gay Pride Week. What you would wear for your performance in Gay Pride Week.
But it was a rainbow look. If that was the assignment that they got in the mail, you know, rainbow.
Gay Pride,
like
ball. I want ball,
Hey,
honey.
how are they gonna know that that was for a bowl?
I'm just saying, that's why it's not my favorite.
My least favorite in that category was honestly Shea's. Like, I hate
Yeah.
to say it, but it wasn't rainbow to me. Like, the detailing of the paint on the body was fantastic.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't really like the dress.
I would have loved.
The cut was great.
I loved the dress itself.
The cut was great.
What she needed to do was it just needed to be like splashes of like paint splats of the rainbow colors.
It looked like maybe
what,
that's what she was trying to do, but then it just dried funny.
What I think what it was the dress was graffiti from start to finish,
Mm-hmm.
and then she was like, but it's got all these colors in it, so I'll paint some more on me and tie it together. But it was too graffitied. It needed to be like truly like paint splotches, the pops of bright rainbow colors.
And that would have worked better
Put it
for
up
me.
the body, into the makeup, in the hair, and I would have been sold on it.
Who did you like the best in the unicorn category?
Sasha is my winner for the unicorn. It was not sexy, but goddamn, the detailing and the
That brocade fabric.
The
It was-
brocade.
That fabric was gorgeous.
All the detailing, and again, it was the intelligence in there where it was like, unicorns, where do you see unicorns? In medieval tapestries. So bitch, I'm gonna be a sexy medieval unicorn.
It was really fantastic.
Yea, verily, nay. A close second would be Trinity.
I really responded well to Trinity's.
I have a hard time
And I like how
not
she,
seeing Trinity's.
like, camped it up, and I like that she played it off.
Yeah. I also like Trinity's a lot because she was a purple unicorn,
Yeah.
which I thought was really cool because like everyone's like unicorn, immediately everyone goes white unicorn.
Mm-hmm. But Shea did a black
Shay
unicorn.
also gets a shout out for going with a black unicorn. But again, it's like black or white, like that's pretty like standard
Yeah.
unicorns. No bitch, I'm gonna be a purple unicorn.
I thought it was really
I thought that was
fun.
great.
And it shows versatility. I don't know if I really had anybody in the bottom for that challenge. I think everyone kind of did good.
It was a pretty solid.
I don't know if I could pinpoint someone who I didn't like more than anyone else.
Just compared to everybody else's, I would put Alexis on the bottom because it was very pretty, but it was very basic.
It was, yeah, it was basic.
It was just, it's a unicorn. You did the
assignment.
assignment. Just like her first one, you did the assignment. Good for you.
What about for the village people look?
I'm stuck between Shay's and Peppermint's.
I really loved Peppermint's, like, to no end. That look slayed my entire life forever. And I know people were like, oh, it's costumey. But, like,
It's the fucking
she
village
looked
people.
fantastic. She
The
looked
fucking village
amazing.
people.
And I don't know, I really liked Trinity's too.
Trinity's was really, really great. I liked from the waist up on Trinity's. Something about the skirt bothered me, and I don't know what it was. I think maybe it was just the slightest bit a little too fabric wrapped around the waist for me.
See, I totally got that from Sasha's. Sasha's was like, she took that red fabric and just kind of like put it around, stapled it in the parts where it needed to fit, and then sewed it along that line. And it just didn't really like, it didn't read as high fashion to me as what the judges were gagging over. And I don't know, I love Sasha. I love her to no end, but that's what that gave me. And same with Shay's. I didn't like Shay's look at all. It looked too, it looked too pedestrian. And then just what she did with that cape, it wasn't that exciting to me.
Here's where I completely disagree with Santinta. I really like Shay's because it was very clearly construction worker.
Totally.
But then it was taking like that very urban looking construction look and then having that big plaid cape thing that was so well executed, and she did it.
Really?
It was beautifully
Oh,
sewn together.
I didn't think it was.
The patterning, I thought it was gorgeous. I
was not impressed.
And
I gagged for Shay.
I thought it was really good. I actually was bored by Sasha's, to be perfectly honest. Like, I liked what she was going for, but it also looked a little bit like, there's a concept drawing of Jessie the Cowgirl from Toy Story where they were still like sussing out her look, and she's literally just in this sort of like square red bandana style dress with some fringe and like some pops of like cow print, and I was like, that's what this is. I feel like the red fabric over all the bandana just sort of swallowed her.
It did. Being swallowed isn't always the worst, but
true.
That was just not.
It was
not in a good way.
She did a box pattern, and then because it was just this brick of red, it made her look a bit bricky.
Yeah, a little bit. Alexis was clearly the bottom in this challenge, but that corset was pretty impressive.
It was impressive.
I thought it was fun.
But also, it was just a corset.
It was just a corset.
It was just a corset with stones.
It needed more detailing up here. It needed bigger down here. I think if it had been the corset and then like some really like poofy like sleeves or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just disappointed she didn't even use the dream catcher. That was what upset me. Like, she had that beautiful dream catcher.
She could have made a headpiece. A lot of people were like, oh, well, you know, she's appropriating culture. But it's just like she was given the challenge. She had to interpret it. And Raja, who's not Native American, walked the runway in a full headdress. And everyone thinks that that's high fashion. So
Raja did full Native American culture. Raja did full African culture.
Yeah, you can't read somebody on Drag Race who got an assignment and did it tastefully.
Yeah, well,
and then,
I wouldn't say Alexis did it tastefully.
She didn't try to make a big spectacle of it, you know?
No.
And she didn't try to, like, mock the culture at all. Not that Raja did, but she certainly, like, did a culture that she's not done, and she did a costume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Alexis was taking inspiration from a culture. It wasn't good.
It was not good.
It was not good, but I'm just mad at the people who were like, she's appropriating. It's not like she brought that to the show.
That's what they asked her to do.
They asked her to do when she made the outfit.
There was nothing. What option was she gonna have? Just
be like, you know what? I'm not doing this.
Come out naked and be like, I object.
I'm protesting this because the Tumblr kids at home are not gonna be happy with me.
You can't be mad at her for appropriating. It was the village people. Like, she didn't do a headdress. She didn't.
Yeah.
She, for all intents and purposes, she essentially left out all of the Native American stuff. I don't know, like, she needed to do something with the hair because the hair was so flat and shiny and it looked
She
like
looked a little bit like Idina Menzel. Sorry. I thought she did.
I think she looked a little bit like a Delta Zine, but...
A little, like, Poop and Demi.
Yeah.
She looked like a Poop version of
She was a Delta Zine. That is Adele. We found her. That is a Delta Zine.
Peppermint's look was everything. Everything.
Peppermint's was really good.
And the silhouette on that was perfection.
And it was biker, it was leather, but it was super femme, and it was
really like
hot.
Police too.
She did. I mean, I think Trinity's and Peppermint's kind of flirted with each other's style.
A little bit.
Both of them did. Like, I feel like Trinity's was like just a little leather, but then, you know, Peppermint's was a little police.
I think that Trinity should have won this particular challenge. I really, really enjoyed her looks overall. Shea won the challenge, which I was kind of like, okay. I mean, Shea's on my team, so I'm not mad that she won.
So why are you mad, though? Why are you talking?
I liked Trinity overall. I didn't really think that Shea did the assignment very well on Rainbow, and I wasn't gagging over her construction look. I thought it was a little too basic, and I don't think you can read Alexis Michelle and say, this is just so pedestrian, when Shea brought almost everything to that runway from her closet. The only thing she sewed was the cape and then that collar. I don't think anything else, and then she glittered the construction hat. But like,
but I mean, there's a difference. Like, if you're gonna do something simple pedestrian, look at Shea's example. That's how you do it.
Sure.
That's how you take it and then you elevate it. If you want to see pedestrian, that's just pedestrian. That's literally like, oh my god, it's Halloween and I don't have a costume. Let me glue some rhinestones on the corset. Well, no, it would be, it would be Alexis. Sasha would be, you're not gonna understand my costume. I don't know if I totally agree with Shea winning, because she did kind of flub the rainbow look. Her unicorn was cool, but it wasn't exactly like...
It wasn't the best.
It wasn't groundbreaking. I do think that overall I don't know, because they didn't like Trinity's rainbow look, because it wasn't ball enough. So like, that knocked Trinity down a peg.
They had like 2 good things and 1 bad thing to say about everyone except for Alexis, who just got bad marks across the board. But you know what? I think a lot of Alexis's fashion on the show made so much sense when she used a few very simple words, and she used them multiple times, I think like 2 or 3 times. Ready to wear. She said that she wanted her outfit to be ready to wear. And that explains her entire fashion sense, that she's not going for drag. She's going for something that a normal woman could go into Target, pull something off the rack, put it on, and go out to the club.
That is,
you know,
all well and good, but you're on RuPaul's motherfucking drag.
No, I know. I'm not saying that that is an excuse, but I'm saying it makes sense why she does what she does, because she's looking at everything through a ready-to-wear standpoint.
That's great, but like, understand like where you are. It's the same thing. It's the same thing I said to Nina. It's like, understand when we were talking, when we were having coffee. I said to Nina, I said,
did you really say that to
Nina? I said to her, honey, look at where you are, and you need to understand, like, I'm bringing ready-to-wear couture here, But then you've got Miss Sasha Velour, who's bringing actual couture.
Yeah.
And then you have Trinity Taylor, who's bringing you body, yaddy, yaddy.
And Valentina when she was still there,
Valentina bringing you
top.
drag. Like, Shea bringing you this artistic, like, I did it myself drag. Like, you need to understand, like, maybe my ready to wear works when it's just me and it's my show. But when I'm competing here, like, and these bitches are literally pulling out giant stoned and sequenced gowns. They're bringing these great themed looks. They're pulling.
Like maybe look back in the closet and
pulling
pull
fabric
else out.
off the wall and making a head-to-toe ball gown. Maybe your Target dress isn't gonna cut it.
Yeah,
honey. I think overall, what happened here for Alexis and Nina is that they were competing on Drag Race in a box.
Yeah.
A box that they created for themselves, where Nina said, what I do is breastplate, corset, knee highs, character paint. And that's all she ever competed in. She didn't go beyond that. And Alexis did the same thing, where she said, I'm Broadway, I'm Fish, I'm ready to wear Daytime Diva. And didn't go beyond that. And that,
but she had stuff that was
But she
draggy.
had them. She did the same thing Nina did, where she insisted on staying with that one aesthetic. And that really hurt her in the end.
And when the judges are saying you need to amp it up, that's when you go and you look in your closet and say, well, this is amped up.
Yeah. Judges are saying amp it up. That's when you pull out the giant sequin gown, not when you spend your entire work time putting stones on a white corset.
Yeah. The other thing about this episode that I want to say is I feel like this was the weakest opening act for a ball that we've had in a very long time. Like, I would put this underneath season 7, which didn't even have an opening act.
I completely forgot.
Which was
about
Hello Kitty walking out on the runway and waving to people.
I forgot about the ribbon dancing.
The ribbon dancing was so lame. It was just like...
It was stupid.
I didn't like it.
If it had been a lip sync with the ribbon dance, I could have gotten behind it more. But the thing was, like, they're not trained ribbon dancers. They made it up as they went. So it was a RuPaul song with them twirling ribbons. It needed to be like all the other ones where they're lip syncing to something. I will stand by the Bitch Ball opening number was possibly the best one
Rough,
ever.
rough, 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 rough at the bitch ball.
It was just-
I'm a sucker for meat. I'm always in heat. I peed on the street. Ew.
It was just so extra. And that's what I'm
It was
here for.
extra.
And that's what I'm here for the opening to a ball.
And then the season 3 one where they sang to the LaToya song and then had the money. Watching on the moves. Da, 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 da.
Completely forgot about that.
That was fun. What was the season 5 one? The candy ball. The candy ball was cool.
I forgot the Candy Balls opening number.
It was we are the sugar
Oh, yeah,
babies.
Like take off of the Rockette thing. Yeah,
That was
cute.
fun.
That was cute. But yeah, it needed to be a lip sync to make it interesting.
The season 6 one was okay for the glitter ball.
It was that
And
thing.
always wear a jewel.
But what did they all have in common? They were lip syncs.
Yeah.
They were lip syncs.
Except season 7 didn't have one. Season 8 had a lip sync, but that was weird.
Oh, season 8.
What was that actress that was there for the judging? And it was like they had the teeth.
Oh,
That was weird. I didn't like that
The
one.
Strangers with Candy one.
That's near the bottom of the list.
It
It's
was
that
weird.
one, then season 7, then
It had nothing to do with the
season 9.
ball, but it was really
Oh.
funny.
So Alexis is gone. She's returning back to the Broadway stage, or in her mind, she's returning there. And maybe she'll blame everyone that sent her to Drag Race.
She'll get home
and
and-
be like, why didn't you tell me that all my stuff was basic?
Why didn't you tell me that all my stuff was ready to wear? Alexis, that was what you were aiming for. But why didn't you tell me?
Also, please don't send hate to Alexis or Nina.
No, please
Just
stop.
don't do that, because I'm sure you guys are not doing it, but I keep seeing it again and again and again. So people are like ragging on Alexis so hard, and it's like, yes, she's more simple in her aesthetic than everybody else, but that doesn't mean that she deserves hate, because there are plenty of queens who do simplistic. It's not a bad thing. Okay, I think I've told you this before. I think a really fun challenge would be like, do a cooking show and make your best dish. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, you could literally like make grilled cheese, or you could do
Nachos.
something like really over the top. Yeah, you can do nachos, you can do peanut butter and jelly. You just have to sell it and you have to be funny. And like very Food Network style where they're like looking at the camera and mugging and like doing the hand thing and being like, delicious. Now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lie down on the table and I'm just gonna get my butt wiped with a nice paper towel. And I like to keep a wet paper towel next to me because it's gonna be difficult to get my fingers out.
Not where you cook it.
I think that would be so fun.
Not in
Just it'd be a random acting challenge. It would literally wouldn't be any consequences to making bad food. It's just sell it, you know. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let us know what your comments are in the section below here. We'd love to read those. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, yvonnedeculo.
Follow me at jgluum.
And subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see more of us every single week. Please be sure to tune in next week for the top 4 challenge. See you all then. Bye.
Bye.